Well, hello. So, I've done some things off camera that are, well, I recorded, and they're going to end up being on, well, they're going to end up being on an episode that's probably being published, or put up right now. Well, 2 episodes actually, but one of them being, I got this, which I'm pretty sure I said before in another video, I don't know for sure or not. I got the differential lock for this, and I got the lift kit for this. Now, if you know how to go with this game, you have to go to Alaska to get the lift kit for this, and this truck. So yeah, and I'm only level 7, so there's no way in hell I could have got it with tire chains. Granted, I still have a video if you don't believe me, so there's that. Also, I said a few things up, one of them being, you can tell I'm in a different part of the map. But there's a reason for that, since the oil drill thing is the last thing I have to get, or deliver, to the one little spot in the other map, since it's the last thing I have to do there, I think, and I hope. Well, I think I have to get all the trails out of there too, but I can do that fairly easily. But you can already see I'm going to be doing that with this truck, and then I already have another truck hooked up to the construction rig trailer, so there's that. I already have a truck hooked up to it, so I can just switch right to it. I've set up this episode at the very least, as you can tell. At the very least set it up because driving that was kind of boring. I figured it'd just be boring and me just kind of sitting there driving there. There we go. And since the AK can't pull a 5th trailer or a trailer that has a 5 on it, we're just using this one. We're just gonna use this one. Or we're just gonna use this truck, even though I pretty much just got the ANK in case I need it. Moreover, does the Taiga, instead of using the Taiga, I can use an American truck. That's pretty much the only reason why I got it. Granted, I don't have the lift kit for it, but the truck's already pretty flippy as is. So probably better that I don't use it. It'd probably be better if I just used it. Instead of using the ANK, it would probably be better if I just used the freaking Taiga. Just because of how flippy the ANK is. It would also be stuff with 73 model truck, military truck, but granted there's 1,000 of the things, and they all look pretty much identical. There's not much difference between them, so it's always that. Okay. Well, at least it's an easy drive to get this rig, or the drill itself. At least this is easy to get there. Yeah, what do you want, Cap? I don't need the off-road transmission for this. One of the trucks. Okay, if your truck doesn't have diff lock always on, you kind of need a truck with the off-road transmission, just because it's better with the off-road transmission if you can't lock your differential in automatic. Or it's not always on. My stance on that. Because if you have a truck that has four-wheel drive but always on and diff lock always on, you really don't need an off-road transmission. You really don't. Granted, that's my opinion. If you put the off-road transmission on, it's not gonna change much. The off-road transmission just doesn't feel like it adds much to any truck with this differential always locked, or both all-wheel drive on and differential locked. I don't really feel like it adds that much. So, you know, there's that. Well, now it's just a long, well, it's actually really not that long, because I'm practicing to go through the sawmill. Probably will. Yeah, I'll probably just go through the sawmill. Probably easier to go through the sawmill instead of going the other direction. Or going through this. Which, I think that's the way you can do it. Yeah, that is the way you can do it. You can go that way, but... yeah, we're just gonna go through the sawmill. Or are we? Yeah, let's do the stupid thing, why not? When you can off-road team, it might as well actually go off-roading in the damn trucks. I have the A&K, I can pull myself out if I need to. You know, I'm pretty sure I do actually have buffer tires with circle one. I used to think I do. What is it, level 9 that I unlocked all the off-road? All the off-road tires for all the trucks? I don't remember. If I remember right, tire change you unlock level 14, so... I'm a little bit far away from that. Nah, let's drive straight towards it. That'll end well. We'll just cross wherever and go straight towards it. That'll end well. I'm already baiting getting the A&K and pulling this. Already. That is why the off-road transmission is something I need to get for this truck. I don't even remember where it is. I believe the off-road transmission is in Michigan, I just don't remember where. If I remember, the high range transmission is... yeah, the high range is in Alaska, so the off-road is in Michigan. Somewhere. Oh, that's right, the off-road transmission for the scout trucks is in this map. And I believe I already have it. I believe I do, but I could be wrong. I believe I already have it, but who knows? I could be very, very, very wrong. I just noticed... oh, I'm pretty sure I said this before, the two tanks are different sizes. Yeah, I said this before. I remember, I said this before I had the two tanks in the truck for different sizes, but... it has like a little toolbox kind of thing on it, which makes sense. Because if not, you're gonna carrying what in your cab? You're gonna be carrying probably a crate of, let's see, you'd have oil, spare lights, fuses, oh, what else? Maybe a tire patch kit, or well, plug kit, not a patch kit, because you can't really, it would be kind of difficult keeping tire spoons in here, but you'd have a plug kit, not a patch kit. Let's see what else you'd have. You'd have, I said oil antifreeze, I think. Washer fluid. And it's really, I think you'd have a crate. Maybe you'd have one of the spare light bar lights. Maybe you might have one of those, huh? Yeah, it's beautiful where you would have that. That's a given. You wouldn't have one for repair supplies for engines, for your engine itself, other than just oil, antifreeze, and washer fluid. You know, washer fluid shit for your windows, but bugs are a thing. And in a swamp like this, mosquitoes would probably kill your ass if you didn't have your freaking windows up. Guarantee you, more than likely you'd have your windows down first instead of up. Because if you're off-roading, you never want to have your air conditioner on because that'll make your engine heat up more. Unless you have like an air conditioner that's just part of it. An itch. It just goes part of the top of your cab like a lot of some trucks do. And not just running off your engine like the trucks would be. In addition to just be running off this truck engine like most cars do. Granted, then again, I don't know if this truck would even have an air conditioner in it. Because a heater, that's standard. An air conditioner, those technically aren't standard. You don't need an air conditioner. You do need a heater for your truck, for any kind of vehicle, but you don't actually need an air conditioner. Which is a fun little piece of information if you did not know. You don't have to have an air conditioner on your truck, on, well, any kind of car. You do have to have a heater, but you don't have to have an air conditioner. Granted, a heater does two things. It'll make your engine, well, less hot, for one. If you didn't know that, you actually turn your heater on and your engine will actually cool your engine off, because it actually blows air over your engine, more over than what an air conditioner does. And technically, in physics terms, there's no such thing as cold. There's only less energy in something. Who would have thought? Watching a mud runner, watching a game about off-roading, you learn about physics. Granted, then there's also thermodynamics, which is if you put something in water that's hot, the water will take away the hotness of the energy of the hotness away and make it cooler. So, that. You may have seen a meme of a guy having something like a teacup or. Oh, well, it's the only spot I can hook up apparently. There we go. Have like a teacup or something with a teacup of hot liquid with a straw going through water. It's basically what thermodynamics does. It's kind of what the radiator does, because it runs coolant through your engine. Well, it runs water into I just forgot what I said, and I've said it like 10, not even 5 minutes ago. Wow. Radiator fluid, there we go. Radiator fluid is a mix of water and I don't know what the actual stuff's called, but other than just radiator fluid stuff. I'm trying to think of a scientific name for it, but I don't frickin' know it. But it's water and other stuff. Granted though, any liquid is pretty much just has water in it, so. Set the liquid hot magma. The magma is made up of completely rocks. Liquid rocks, which are very, very, very dense. You would not float. Well, actually, you would float on lava if you could withstand the heat. You would actually float on it, which is kind of funny. I mean, you could make a boat out of granite, and the granite would actually float on it, depending on how hot the actual lava is. Since granite has a very, very, very high melting point. And yes, you can melt granite. It just takes a lot of heat energy. You can technically melt anything. Technically. You can either burn or melt anything. You just have to make it hot enough, and all of a sudden you can burn it. Or melt it. Even dirt. I think dirt actually catches on fire, so I think it burns at a certain temperature. Granted, it also depends what the dirt was made up of, because dirt was made up of a lot of different sedimental things. So. There's sand, which we already know we can turn into glass. The cool thing that'll happen in deserts, if there's a lightning storm, the sand will turn into glass when lightning hits the ground. It's actually really cool. There's a lot of pictures of that too. If you're bored, look up online what happens when lightning storms happen in deserts. It's really cool. It's really cool how the sand will turn into glass when the lightning hits it. It's really cool. And it makes these weird little glass structures. Really interesting. They're like, oh, how they're all weirdly shaped. Kind of creepy, but kind of cool. So again, yeah, if you're ever bored, look up lightning in the desert. It's actually one of the weirder, interesting things on the planet. Right, I gotta move that trailer. I was right, because I do remember there's a thing with that trailer that I gotta move. I'll just use the truck. It won't be that hard or difficult or annoying, really. There we go! Now, I know what you're thinking. This won't end well, but I think it'll be funny. And my dad wanted me to do this. Yes, we're using this international cab over to do this. Why? Because A, my dad wanted me to do it, and B, it'll be funny. Even though it probably would have been better if I was going to use a highway truck to use a GMC just because it's higher up off the ground and it's more differential. But technically this, well, if I wanted to do something stupid, I'd probably use the International, the other International, the Police, I want to say, would not have four-wheel drive or something like on it, because I think it's about as low to the ground. I actually think it's heavier too, so never mind. Never mind. This is the lightest truck in the game, I think, when it comes to heavier trucks, like semi-trucks, what I should say. It's one of the lightest semi-trucks. Well, lighter trucks in real life are generally better for highway, because the lighter your truck is, the, well, less fuel you use. So, less fuel you use means, well, less you have to pay for fuel. Granted, at the same time, though, a cab over is going to burn more fuel at the same time because it's not as, well, aerodynamic, because it's a wall. A literal wall. Then you're going to probably have a heavier truck, not by much, if you, not a cab over. Then again, even then, it's still kind of a brick wall, kind of a wall. My truck's still kind of a wall, but every truck is. No matter how much they try to make your truck aerodynamic, they're not going to end well. It's not going to be very aerodynamic unless you extend the truck even more. And the trucks are generally already long enough. And the more you extend it, the more weight you add, so the more you got to pull with the truck. It's a whole balancing act, you can't tell. Bigger isn't always better, is what I should just say right there. And I'm in a ditch. Wonderful. Oh, great. I'm in a freaking ditch. Well. Can I back up? Yep. I have no idea what I'm connected to. Again, no idea what I'm connected to. Okay, gotta work my magic. If I can pull it straight. I'm gonna be in a ditch for a little bit, but I got the momentum. Don't you dare. On telephone, or power line. Probably something you never want to do in real life is use a power pole to winch, but who's gonna know, right? You don't know why you wouldn't want to do that, it's because, well, you'd probably break power to everybody who's using the freaking power lines. Come on, turn. There we go. Be a lot helpful if I had a weighted truck. A truck that actually had weight to it. Ah, I need to get that power line. Like I'm just barely not hitting it. Nope. Come on, you can get out of the ditch. Come on, trailer, get out of the ditch. There we go. There we go. I got it out without any other truck helping. Hey! Like, giddy. Hey, I don't need any other truck. I'm good. I got the tiny ass little truck. Hauling one of the biggest freaking trailers in the game. I got this. Granted, this isn't the biggest trailer. The biggest trailer I believe is one that's in Alaska that scrapped. That scrapped drill rig. Okay, stupid rock. You stupid rock. Oh, you have to be in my freaking way. There we go. One other thing you wouldn't be doing because, or at least you'd have the freaking lights detached from this because this would be very, very tall. And, well, you can already tell you'd be taking out the power lines again. You'd be taking out the power lines, and yeah, you don't want to cut power places. That'll get you fined. That'll get you very much fined. Turn, please! There we go. Everything is fine! So far, everything's fine! Barely even going up the hill. And wheels spinning, of course there. Okay, we're gonna do this a little bit more difficult. There we go. There you go, that's all I needed. Back onto a road! I don't know if there's any more traction I had on this than I did over there on the off-road. Probably not. Probably not much. This thing actually has airlines on it. I can't see if it has a power cord on it, but it does have 2 airlines on it, even though they look blue and green instead of blue and red for airlines. Which is weird, because your power cord is generally green. Huh. Even though they're coming, well, even though I'm looking on the truck, they're right next to each other, so that would indicate they're both airlines. Oh, well, whatever. And even though it doesn't even connect to the trailer, even though it should, some way, shape, or form, because I guarantee you this trailer would have air brakes on it. I guarantee it. How freaking big it is, I guarantee it have air brakes. In some way, shape, or form. You would help if you wouldn't hit shit, you dumbass. It's kind of interesting how they don't have the little cap what they do, like how they do have on this. Interesting they don't have the muzzle exhaust, but then again, well, if you're running a truck, that cap on the thing so water doesn't get in your exhaust. When you're running a truck, you really don't need that, or running any engine for that matter. You really don't need any kind of cap on your exhaust, because your engine, even underwater, your engine will literally just push water out of your exhaust or burn it out. So, and even underwater, as long as your engine isn't turned off, you can pretty much just push water out of your exhaust, because water, since it's being a fluid, will generally just bubble out. You just get pushed out. Granted, that does obviously mess with your fuel efficiency and all that, but whatever. But again, with the muzzle exhaust that you can have in some of the trucks, usually you don't have one. But again, well, running your truck doesn't matter. Running any kind of vehicle, it wouldn't matter, but if it's sitting there, raining, like it's just now started to, I think. Yeah, it's just started to rain. You shouldn't even have any kind of wiper blade function. Even though there's no clouds! There's not that many. And it's one of those weird rains where you can see the sun. It's still raining for some reason. That's Missouri and Illinois in a nutshell. One side raining, the other side perfectly sunny. That's Missouri and Illinois in basically a nutshell. And this is the only spot I'm really worried about, because of there's that turn. And this thing's not exactly an off-roader. And I'm stuck in mud. And it's gonna turn more. Gotta get more on solid ground instead of slush. surprised I didn't even do anything, but you know what? It made me go backwards a little bit. It gave me the momentum. It pulled me to a spot where I can get more traction, so couldn't complain. Oh yeah, it's such a go a spot where there's more solid ground than there is mud. I believe the first time I did this, I used the bigger international, which makes sense. Oh, I might be the very stuck. Oh, I might be the very stuck. Yeah, I might be the very stuck. Whoops. Nope. Just barely pulled it out. See, my pullout game's really good. Oh, God. Granted, again, this thing is a really good power to weight, but it's a really good power to weight just because it's light. And again, light isn't always better, especially for any kind of off-roading vehicle. Light doesn't mean better. Well, if you're going to skim the top of the mud, a light truck's good. If you're going to dig into the mud, you're going to be a heavy truck. And any kind of semi-truck, you're not going to skim. Guarantee you, you're not really going to skim in a heavy semi-truck. You can almost guarantee you you're not going to do that. Because obviously a bigger heavy truck, it's going to sink. Which can actually be actually an advantage too, because a heavier truck also means you're putting more weight to the ground, which means you're putting more pressure on your wheels, which means you can generally get more traction out of it. Except, when you're hauling a trailer, that's being a dick. Come on, go back to the front. There we go. Need to pull you like a little bit more. There you go. Got the wheels back on the ground, and I'm not dragging the trailer on the ground anymore. The bad thing about this truck, really low to the ground. I'm kind of more supposed to use the, what, P16 or P12 to do this, but... oh well, you can use one of your semi-trucks. The P12 and the P16 are both basically just bigger semi-trucks. That's basically all they are. They're just bigger. Bigger engines, bigger... everything, really. Their frames are more reinforced. Yeah, I believe they're both Canadian, too. I believe both trucks are Canadian, too. Okay. I think they're both Canadian. I know the P16 has a Canadian flag on it, so it could very much be Canadian. It very much could be, but it could be wrong. Come on. Come on, we're almost there. We're almost there! Come on, you're not that far. You can make it the rest of the way. You made it all the way through that. You're the little train that could. You're the little train. You're the little semi-truck that could. Where's that book? We gotta make it the little semi-truck that could, not the little train that could anymore. Even though steam engines have a shit ton of torque compared to diesel engines. Which is kind of funny that steam engines have more torque than diesel. Granted, diesel engines we can be more efficient with, and we actually, at higher speeds, are a lot more efficient than the steam engine is. Oh my god, really? You're right here. You're right here! No! Alright, we'll get the way with this and darn pull the rest of the way. Not change, attach. Alright, we'll just pull it with this truck. Come on! There we go. Just barely moving. Okay, there we go. Now I want to change truck. There we go. Can you even move out of here? Surprisingly, yes, you can. Alright, I know I need that trailer for something, but I don't remember what. So, we're just gonna pull it and see if we can even pull it with this. Just for a little bit. Since there's only about 5 mini clips instead of that, it's gonna be, but you know what, shut up. Then let's think that these kind of trailers don't put any kind of weight in your truck, so they're not helping, they're just making everything worse. You just make everything worse, you're not helping in any way, they don't put any weight on the truck, so everything just makes it worse. Oh, and that truck I will, off camera, get that trailer back somewhere to one of the trailer stores. Okay, this truck is not going anywhere with this trailer. We're just gonna recover it. Alright, truck storage. Don't need you anymore. That's the only thing I needed you for. I think I was gonna use it for. Okay, this is P12 and P16, this one. These two trucks are made to haul tanks. Which is interesting considering... Well, then again, they don't need to have that much fuel. Interesting, this one has switchable things, and this one... I don't remember always having all the drive on. I don't remember that, but whatever. The truck's in Alaska. The truck's in Alaska, it's okay. I mean, it's okay, but obviously it's a very heavy truck. So... It can have alternate tires, though. So, if you want to watch me, attempt to get this truck, that'd be interesting. I can't even see what level this one has. It's like 24 or something. I think it's 24. It's a high level. Oh, well, the off-road ones have a off-road. This Freightliner. I don't like this Freightliner. This Viking Wedge. I don't like this one. The military Freightliner. If it had more fuel, I might like it, but it doesn't, so I don't like it. I think that's pretty much the Freightliner, which is just a White Western Star, just slightly better. It really is the slightly better White Western Star. It really is. Okay, the off-road transmission is in Alaska. That's the Royal, which I've never used. I've never used this truck. Pretty much because there's no def lock on it, so I've never used it. No def lock, I was like, it's no use. Granted, I just don't like it. just meh. The Royal, I've went meh. This thing, which is pretty much the best Russian truck. Or one of the best Russian trucks. It's just slow, but other than that, it's good. So, easy ant. I've used this truck like twice. It reminds me of the 131 from the old Modern Runner game. Well, I've talked enough, and I'm debating going to the One Russia mapping getting this just to get it, even though, like, it's underpowered as hell, but whatever. Debating getting it just as kind of a joke, considering I can only get the pretty much highway tires on it, and I can't put off-road tires on it, so. This thing can almost put bigger tires on. This thing can almost have as much big tires as a Western Star. That'd be kind of cute, but whatever. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you can join me next time when I do another one of these. Bye-bye.